Welcome to Tarot and Beyond. Today we are doing a pick a deck reading about something new that is coming into your life. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to find it, that's exactly when you needed to see it. We have 3 brand new decks that I just purchased. So we've got deck number 1, which is the Chubby Bunny Volume 2. We have deck number 2, which is the Rainbow Tarot. And we have deck number 3, which is the Last Unicorn Tarot. So go ahead and choose the deck or multiple decks that resonate with you and use the timestamps pinned in the comment section or linked in the description box below to jump ahead to your reading. And we will see you there. All right, hi group number 1. Welcome to your reading about what is something new that is coming into your life. You chose the Chubby Bunny Volume 2, the cutest deck that I own so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up for you in regard to this new thing that is destined to arrive. This one's wanting to come out. You have the 3 of Swords with the cutest little carrot and swords there. So the 3 of Swords is heartache, pain, loss, grief, anything that really kind of set you back is what I just heard in my head. Anything that set you back energetically, mentally, emotionally. So let's take a look at what's going on with that. Wow, you have the Queen of Wands. So this is a big come up. I just heard in my head, come up and a come back. So you're coming back from something. This is like your comeback era. This is your time to shine. This is your time for growth as well, because they're showing me the sunflower. The wand in her hand feels very much like boundaries, and the cat is serving boundaries as well. So this is really like you shall not pass type of energy, because they're showing me Gandalf and the Lord of the Rings. So there's your territory and there's other people's, and you're very, very firm now about what you will and won't allow because you've been hurt in the past. There's been storms, there's been pain. People have gotten through those boundaries, or maybe you didn't know where your boundaries began and ended. And so anything or anyone could come in. And this is why this era, your comeback, is all about your boundaries. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. Beautiful. You have the Moon card, which is Luna. I'm loving the imagery here. I love the cuteness, and it feels again like a rebirth to me. Like the Luna or the Moon card is usually about the subconscious mind, and but right now I'm getting almost like a baptism type of energy from it. So you may be going through something that's very like rebirth, and it's setting you on a new path. And that's why it's like this is your comeback, because you're rebirth, you're refreshed, you are made anew. I just heard in my head as well. Wow, this is going to be a big something new for you. And I think it's going to touch all areas of your life, because that's what I'm seeing with these cards. It's like it's you healing your heart that opens up all of these endless possibilities. I just heard as well. So holy crap, pile number 1, this is going to be huge. Let's get more information. What else can pile number 1 expect in regard to something new? Ooh, you have the Hanged Bunny. I just love these cards. I'm so glad that I picked up this deck. So this is feeling as though you're freeing yourself from something that was keeping you stuck. So you're taking charge, you're taking action, you're dealing with any of the subconscious pain that's still lingering around from some of these storms in the past. They're showing me in my mind somebody wringing out a wet towel. So it's like if your towel was left outside, i.e. your towel is like your soul, if it was left outside during a storm, that's kind of like a boundary issue, right? Like it's an inside thing, but you left it outside because you weren't clear about those barriers between inside and outside, and then it got wet, it got soaked, it got heavy, it got dirty. And what they're showing me is that you're being cleansed. It's like you're going through the washing machine and then you're being wrung out. And so all of that pain and all of that drama I just heard in my head, and also karma, they kind of fused those words together when I was listening to it. So it sounded like dharma, but it's drama and karma. that's being released. And the word dharma actually does mean positive karma. So by doing this healing work, by stepping into this rebirth, by freeing yourself from any stuckness or stagnancy, and really opening up your mind, I'm seeing as well, because the swords cards, yes, they do have to do with the heart, but they're also swords, which is the mind. So I do see that you are opening up your mind. The sun behind this bunny's head is consciousness, and the sun is the opposite of the moon. They're both luminaries, but the sun is the conscious mind, and that's how we can exert our conscious will, whereas the moon is the subconscious mind, and that's a lot of what happens very behind closed doors, or in a way that's more compulsive, or just unconscious, like these unconscious behaviors and patterns and things like that. So you're becoming very aware of these things, and you're saying no to anything that doesn't serve you anymore. You're wringing out your towel, your soul, and starting fresh. Okay, let's get a couple more, and then we'll get some oracle cards. You have, there you go. I asked for a couple more and we got 2 more. So there you go. You have the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles in succession. I love this for you, group number 1. This feels like progress. You are moving from one state of being into the next. And so because of that, you are seriously growing. You are mastering a skill, is what I'm seeing here with the 8 of Pentacles. You've been patient. You've been receptive. I'm also seeing with the 7 of Pentacles, especially with the Moon card. It's like you tuned in intuitively, because they're showing me the bunny here with his eyes closed, really speaking about intuitive receptivity. You're listening to your soul. You're listening to the divine. You are becoming aware of things that were at play under the surface that you maybe were not aware of before. And that is what is allowing you to, again, work really hard and diligently. Consistency is what I'm hearing as well here with the 8 of Pentacles. You're being consistent, and that's what's leading to mastery. So this is huge, and this is what we're seeing with the Queen of Wands. She is the master of her domain. That's why she knows and is very clear about what her role is, what her responsibilities are, what she wants to do, and what she won't allow. That's why she's so great when it comes to boundaries. This is huge. This is going to be really, really magical for you, group number 1. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. I'm being drawn to the Unicorn Oracle. So let's take a look for group number 1. And the one off the top, and then they said that's all of them. Okay, so let me just do it like this. You have happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. That's so cute. You have such positive energy, group number 1. I really feel that from you. Okay, you also have believe in yourself, see yourself doing well, and you will. This is very much about confidence for you and tuning into the divine through the subconscious mind, which is going to help you to believe in yourself. You're going to see yourself more clearly this way, and you're going to really build that confidence. This is why it's such a comeback for you. It's such a come up, because you are really tuning into who you actually are, rather than the way people treated you being an interpretation of who you are, because that was not accurate. You have changed. The changes that you're going through are positive. So this new thing that's coming in is changing you. It's changing your perception. It's changing your reality. It's changing how you work. It's changing how you create. It's really changing you at a fundamental level. And that's why I'm seeing that cleansing and that rebirth and that awareness really, really coming in big time. So if you've been wanting change to happen, if you've been wanting this positive growth and this positive just manifestation as well, the Queen of Wands can speak of. So I really see you stepping into that big time, and that's this new opportunity or this new thing that's coming in. You have curiosity. Start a project related to something you're curious about. So I feel like with the curiosity card here, this is again to do with creativity. Obviously, that's what they said. Start a project. The Queen of Wands is very creative energy. It's important for you go after what you want is what they're telling me. So that's why it's crucial that you believe in yourself, because to go after what it is that you want, you do have to believe that you're worthy of it. You have to believe that you are capable of doing that, and you have to believe in your capacity to achieve that goal. So that's why they're saying allow your sort of curiosity to guide you. So rather than getting caught up in all of the ins and outs of what this is going to look like or what this is going to entail, they're just like, have fun with it and pursue it because it feels enjoyable. Pursue it because you're curious about it, because it sparks that creative inspiration within you, which is very much Queen of Wands. That's where a lot of this learning and this intuitive connection and this growth is going to occur. And that's where the mastery is going to lead you into mastery, I should say. So this is looking like a really positive new thing that is coming in for you, Group 1, but we're not done yet. I also felt called to the wisdom of the Oracle for you. So we're going to get some cards from here. Oh, they're telling me just one. Okay, just one card. It's this one here. Okay, that was fast. Happy. Oh my God, Group number 1. If you have gone through any pain, I want you to know, I can feel it in my bones, that you are going to be happier than you've ever been. This new experience, this new life that really is what I'm picking up on that you are building is built on happiness. It is built on a foundation that is stable because you are stable, because you are clear on your boundaries, on what you will and won't allow, on what sparks your creative inspiration, and you are willing and able to embrace positive changes that are coming in to support you in this way. So they do want me to read this out of the guidebook, so let me grab that. Just one sec. Happy, joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, and a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You are free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a direct result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. Wow, Group number 1, I am so happy for you. You deserve this, okay? I want you to know that I can see that you've worked hard. You've strove. I just heard the word strove. You were striving to believe in yourself, to build up this confidence, to follow your passions, to create positive thoughts. You've got happy, like so much happiness in your energy, Group number 1. And even the chubby bunny is just such a positive, happy deck. So I see that you've been through pain, but you remained happy. You retained your optimism. Your soul was not damaged by these experiences. If anything, it alchemized you into being even more of what you already are, which is such a positive, loving, and happy soul. So it was such an honor to connect with your energy here today. I'm getting just full-on shivers the whole reading. You're such a high frequency, high vibrational being, and it was truly a pleasure and a joy to do this reading for you. So thank you. If you enjoyed this reading, thank you also for liking the video. It brings me a lot of joy. It makes me very, very happy. So thank you for spreading that happiness around, you beautiful, beautiful soul, you. And if you enjoy my style of reading and you vibe with my energy, then stick around, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, I am a professional psychic medium, spiritual mentor, Akashic reader, and manifesting coach as well. So you can find my services only through my website, which is linked in the description box below this video. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Group number 2. If you chose the Rainbow Tarot, then this is your reading about something new that is coming into your life. So let's take a look. So for Group number 2, what is coming into their life that is brand spanking new? Oh my God. The Ten of Pentacles. This is the long-term wealth, success, and legacy card. So group number 2, I feel like you guys are really stepping into some kind of financial increase is what I'm seeing here. Financial increase. Let's get more information though. I feel this card as well. The Four of Cups. All right. So I feel as though from this one, there were opportunities that you missed in the past that you may have felt, what's the energy here? Like it feels like resistance, but not quite resistance. It's more like you felt, it's kind of like frustration, but not quite frustration. It's like resentful. Thank you, Spirit. Resentful. You felt resentful of missing out on opportunities in the past, especially as it related to your financial growth or to some kind of connection as well. Because I'm seeing all of the people in this card. This is the family legacy card as well. So it could have been that you were not feeling connected to a group, or you were not feeling abundant and you were not feeling supported. Okay, that could be it. Yeah, because resentment can often show us where we are overextending ourselves or where we're not being supported in the way that we need. So resentment can actually be a great little red flag to let you know that something is wrong, that there's a need that's not being met. So it's not something to feel guilty about. It's actually something that helps you to determine what you do need, which in this case was support or connection or, financial resources or all of the above. What else does pile number 2? Look at this card that's pink. It's different than all the rest. Is there any others like that? No. It's literally the only one. Okay. Oh, and it's okay. It's like the cover image, the rainbow tarot, but I left it in there. I think you're supposed to take it out, but I left it in there. I didn't even realize that. But you guys got it in your reading. It drew my attention. And what I'm seeing from this is like just a real sense of balance. It really is what I'm getting from it. So if things were imbalanced in the past, this new thing that's coming in is helping you to create harmony and balance. I'm seeing the yin and the yang with the one closed eye in the sun and the one open eye in the moon. It's like you are able to see both sides now, and you're no longer going to be harboring any of that heavy resentment energy within you, because now you're stepping into your joy, because that rainbow is really bringing me a sense of joy and enjoyment too. And so because of that, there's like all sorts of new resources and opportunities and connections and money that's coming in. I do feel this card as well. The Six of Swords. You may be moving on from this resentment or from a situation that brought you into that place of resentment. So the Six of Swords is giving me like travel energy right now. It doesn't have to be long distance, but it does feel like you are moving away from the storms of the past, and the rainbow is now coming because the sun is out and there's still a little bit of that mist in the air, but it's just making it so magical for you. This is really, really cool. So what else? Oh, there we go. The Two of Wands, you might have some choices to make. You might have some, I just heard different opportunities in my mind. So you might have like multiple things coming up all at once that are kind of presented to you on a silver platter, because they're showing me somebody being presented with a silver platter, and they've got like the thing on the top, and they just unveil it like, oh wow, look, and there's like multiple different options on there, and you get to choose like which one you're craving at the moment or which one is more to your preference. So I really see, wow, abundance for you, group number 2. So much abundance that you're gonna have to choose which you prefer. I mean, that's a great problem to have, I will just say. Okay, let's see what else for group number 2 is coming up in regard to these new changes that are coming in, or these new opportunities, or whatever these happen to be. They're wanting actually these 3. Oh no, these 4. Okay. These 5. Oh my gosh, they're like, there's so many opportunities. Okay, give me one sec. Let me get these. Okay, so first of all, the Sun card flipped upright. That is exactly what I'm feeling from your reading, group number 2. It's like this rainbow is becoming, or is coming, because the sun is really becoming prominent in your life. And so this is your happiness, your joy, your expansion. growth. It's very kind of similar to some of the energy I was getting in group number 1. If you felt drawn to that one, go check it out. But yeah, super, super positive, very happy, joyful, innocent, just like really great energy. I'm just loving it. So I'm having a great time doing this reading. Let's see what else you have. Oh yeah, that's kind of what I was picking up on, the 10 of Swords. It's like you went through a period where your needs were not being met to the extent that you needed. And so the resentment really came from this 10 of Swords energy, where you were spent. You were giving more than you were getting. You were being treated or mistreated, I should say. You were being mistreated by people, maybe not intentionally, but it still hurt you nonetheless. And yet you retained your optimism, because the Sun card does speak to me of optimism. Yeah, the 9 of Swords as well. So this one is like stress. You were very, very stressed out about this. It was taking a lot of your energy, group number 2. That's what I'm feeling from this. It was taking a lot of your time, your energy, and your emotional and spiritual capacity for life. So it was very much detrimental to you, but now you're being charged back up. The Sun card is bringing in the light, the energy, the clarity of mind to be able to dispel some of these old ghosts, is kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like these old ghosts from other people or from your own experiences that really just kind of left you in that feeling of dissatisfaction and resentment and not enoughness, like not having your needs met, and then stressing about how you're going to get them met, and then experiencing the breakdown of not having them met for so long. And now it's like you are being showered with abundance. Things are balancing out. You're being given all of these different options because the sun is shining, or is about to shine in your life. Oh, you have the moon. Oh, wow. You have the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon, the 2 luminaries. Yeah, you definitely have to check out group number 1, because that sort of dynamic was coming up for them as well. Completely different deck, completely different reading, same or similar energy. So you guys have, they're showing me the buildings in this card, and it's like you're building an empire. That's what the 10 of Pentacles can represent as well. So you're building an empire where there was not enoughness. There's going to be almost like too muchness, but in a good way. So it's like you're going to have an overabundance of choice. Like they were saying, you're going to have an overabundance of things that you can do, or options that you can, work with, or different opportunities that you can take. So this is really cool. Now they're directing me to grab some oracle cards. So we're going to do that. Okay, so let's take a look and see for group number 1. Yes, I do feel these 2. Okay. Fertility. Love it. I love this for you, group 2. Fertility. So this is what the 10 of Pentacles is all about. It's like you are fertile and you have laid those seeds, and they grow really fast, and then you're able to harvest them. So there's nothing that you're going to be lacking. Anything that you needed once upon a time that you didn't have, it's like it's coming in. It's coming in hot. And you have listen, Manjushri. Okay, I do want to tune into this one and just have a little bit of a listen myself, so that I can tune into what this card is talking about. Okay, so as soon as I tuned into the card, I heard that song. How does it go? Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. So it feels like this listen energy is really about you listening to, obviously, your heart. But what does that mean, really? It's you tuning into those core needs for yourself. What feels like it brings you joy? What feels abundant to you? What feels like freedom? What feels like it's going to empower you and meet those needs in a way that maybe it hasn't been done before, or you haven't been able to provide for yourself, or other people were not able to provide for you. So what do you need to be doing to make that happen now? And listen is also talking about tuning into your guides, your inner guidance system that helps to push you or pull you in different directions. Really, it's not like a push, it's more like a nudge. So when my guides communicate with me, there's multiple ways that they do it. Sometimes they'll send synchronicities. So it's like external things that line up in such a specific way that there's clear meaning there. Other times they speak to me directly, and so I have to actually sit down and listen. Sometimes, actually lately, they've been a lot more vocal, and I don't even really need to meditate. They'll just kind of come in, even if I'm out and about, and I'll hear them, and we can have a conversation like I'm talking to someone on the phone. And other times it's more just my own intuitive nudge, like I can feel it in my body. So the reason they're having me share all of this with you, it's like to give you examples of what this might look like, because each of you are going to be different. And so it's really about tuning into yourself, your own frequency, your own style of communication with, well, you. And your guides are going to help you do that. And especially to free and rid yourself of some of this stress, anxiety. I just heard grief as well. Ah, yes, because the grief came from the not enoughness, not having enough, being completely spent. The Ten of Swords is such a painful energy, but the good thing about it is that it's like it's always darkest before the dawn. And so the Ten of Swords helps you to finalize whatever this pattern was so that you can step, oh my God, so much more into your fertility. Like you are going to be able to just look around you and see nothing but blessings. That's what I'm seeing. And especially when you follow your heart, especially when you trust that inner light. Group number 2, it's going to be amazing. So that is what I see for you. I am so happy to have connected with you and to provide this reading for you. If you enjoyed it, thank you so much for liking the video. I truly appreciate that. And it brings me so much joy, so much happiness. And if you vibe with my energy and you want to stick around, subscribe to the channel. We've got so much more fun readings to come, guys. I had like spurts of inspiration come through yesterday, the day before, and I have literally like 50 readings that I have planned out for you guys. So it's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, I am a professional psychic medium, spiritual mentor, manifestation coach, and energy healer. And you can find my services and availability through the link to my website, which is in the description box below this video. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I love you, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group number 3. If you chose the last unicorn tarot, welcome to your something new that is coming into your life. So let's take a look at that. First of all, I just want to say how much I love this deck. I really enjoyed the movies, or the movie. I'm an 80s, 90s baby. So you have the 3 of Cups, and this is giving me such enjoyable energy. All of these readings have just been super positive. So I'm really happy to see that for you guys. Okay, what else is coming up for group number 3? Ace of Swords. Yes, I just feel such purity from you, and that's what I get from the energy of the last unicorn, but also from the Ace of Swords. It's like there's just so much clarity that's coming in for you. There's such a level of pure awareness, and you may even be sharing this with other people in a very sort of lighthearted way. The 3 of Cups can be like social gatherings and celebrations and just connecting with people or reconnecting with people. Even it can be about reunion too. So you might just have like a sudden idea to go somewhere, and you end up seeing someone who you haven't seen in a while, and it's really enjoyable and fun for you. And it's like you get to catch up and you get to communicate, which is also the Ace of Swords. So this could be something new, is that like an old friend you lost touch with, or somebody that you forgot about, but you always really loved them and they always held a little special place in your heart, just kind of pops up out of nowhere, and you're like, oh my God, hey, how are you? I'm so excited, like actually genuinely excited to see them, not like, oh, hey, yeah, it's great, we should hang out, we should catch up. Like you genuinely are happy to see this person. That's really cool. I love that. I love when the cards just confirm the energy that I'm picking up on, because you have the 2 of Cups, which is all about relationships and connection and reciprocal. It can even be friendships, but it could be love too. But I'm getting this as more of like a friendship energy. It may develop into more, but it definitely is friendship based. Like the core of it is this very mutual, reciprocal appreciation of one another's energy. And that's why it's a genuine honoring of this connection. It's not like you just were associated with this person, you knew them by extension. It's like, no, you really genuinely appreciated this person's energy and they felt the same way about you. And that's why you're both so excited to see each other. And you have the Lovers. Okay, Spirit. Okay, coming in hot. So I'm like, it's friendship energy, and it is. But this could be somebody that you end up in a romantic relationship with. So maybe it's somebody that you were friends with once upon a time, and you never really thought about them in a romantic way. And then all of a sudden, now you're catching feelings for them. This is really funny. And again, it's like reunion energy. So maybe you're called to go somewhere, or you're invited somewhere and you show up, and then you see this person, you haven't seen them in a long time. You get to talking, you reconnect, I'm seeing you just catching up, you're commiserating with each other. It's a safe space to open up emotionally. You feel very honored and appreciated and supported emotionally. And then it's like, it like rekindles a fire is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. It's like it's rekindling the fire. It was like it was completely out, or it looked like it was completely out, but all of a sudden the wind kind of brings a spark of life back to it. And it just very much feels like, and the wind is the air card, or the Ace of Swords too. So it's like the wind is kind of just reigniting this for you, and it develops into, or has the potential, I would say, to develop into something more. This could be a very, very mutually beneficial soulmate relationship. And that's why I am feeling soulmates from this. And soulmates can be platonic, they can be friendship based, or they can be love based. I mean, romantic love based. There's always love in any soulmate connection, whether it's platonic or otherwise. But I'm just seeing that there actually is a potential here for this to develop into more. Okay. Because I was feeling that, but then I didn't want to assume, and I didn't want to give anybody like hope that's not there, like, oh, this could be a romantic partner. But then when the Lovers comes up, Spirit's like, we told you what we told you. We said what we said. You got to say it too. Say it proud and loud. You know what I mean? Wow, you have the World card. You guys, these readings have just been on fire, like so amazing. So the World card here is speaking to me of a completion of a cycle, and this is also getting back out into the world again. Yeah, so this is where you're going to reconnect with this person, is when you're out and about doing something, socializing, and you're just so happy to see them. You're so happy to see them, and they feel the exact same way. I just keep getting that. It's like you're both just like filled with joy. It's like I can see your hearts going from like a little low to like all the way full. And both of you are just like, wow, this is amazing. What are the chances? What are the odds? Well, the universe had a hand in this one. I gotta say, the universe definitely had a hand in this one. Oh, yes. Okay. Two of Swords, you did not see this coming. This is why it's something completely new. It's out of left field. They're giving you some indication of it here, or otherwise they wouldn't have shown you this reading. They wouldn't have called you here to click on it, to see it come up, all of that. But I do feel like this is something unexpected. It's not necessarily something you were looking for. Maybe you were even actively avoiding having a romantic relationship, if this is something that is coming up for you, right? If this is a friendship, it could have just been that you were looking elsewhere. You weren't really paying attention. You were like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll go because I'm invited and I guess I have to, or whatever. And then you show up and you're like, wow, okay, this is amazing. I was not expecting this. So that's kind of, if it's platonic, either way. If it's love or if it's platonic, it's either way. You just didn't expect it. You didn't see it coming. You weren't looking for it, but it's there. Okay, let's get some additional information from the archetype deck. Okay, so for group number 3, feel this one and this one. And this one. Okay, so we have 4, and this one. They always do that. I think I'm like, okay, that's enough. And then they're like, no, there's more. You go until all the messages are out. Okay, so we have the Beggar in reverse. So the light attribute is confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens to the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. And the shadow attribute is dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay, I'm gonna tune into I want to get the rest of the cards on the table, and then I'll tune into and see what the messages are here. And the rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. The shadow attribute assumes that the rescued will reciprocate and keeps the rescued needy. Okay. Oh my God. And the martyr light attribute is learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. And the shadow attribute is addiction to self-pity. And these are all coming up in reverse, which does indicate the shadow attributes. Although, again, I want to read into the cards to get more clarity. And the addict. Oh my God. Light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. The shadow attribute compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your spirit. I feel like this is something you're breaking out of, actually. But let's get this final card, the thief. Oh my God. The light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. The shadow attribute is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Okay. So let me tune in and see what this is saying. Okay, so like 2 seconds and I literally already got, this is old energy. This is what Spirit's telling me, is this is all old energy. That's why it all came up reversed. It's all the shadow attributes of like not having enough, feeling disempowered and therefore addicted, needing to rescue and martyr yourself for other people and having people steal your energy, your ideas, your love. I'm seeing as well, because they're showing me they told me love before I even looked at the card because I was kind of like zoned out. And then the thief is, hold on, he's got that heart in his trench coat, like, you want to buy some love? And because he's stealing it from you. So this is old energy that you may have been dealing with in relationships or in even just, like any relationships at all. And this person is more authentic and reciprocal and is willing to exchange in a much more empowered way. They're very much embodying the light attributes is what Spirit is showing me. But again, you're not expecting this or looking for this, probably because of all of this dysfunctional energy that you had been in the past. And so you're not, if this is a romantic relationship and you're single, whether you're looking or not, there's a part of you that is kind of still hesitant is what I'm picking up on, because this energy was so draining is what I'm seeing. So draining for you, group number 3, that it puts you in such financial straits, I just heard in my head. So you may have been giving financially to someone, or they might have been taking from you, like they could have been literally stealing from you. And maybe they were an addict, and that's why, like if you were dating someone who had like a drinking problem or who had a drug problem, and they would just take money from you under like here and there, so you wouldn't notice, but enough to like fuel their habit, then that would put you in a very significant lack energy. And you may have felt like you needed to help this person because you were in that shadow attribute of the rescuer, and you were martyring yourself to try and help them. Okay, but you've completed this cycle. The World card is the ending of a cycle. So you are seeing things much more clearly than you ever did in the past. And you're able to tune into your intuition at a whole nother level now, which allows you to feel into these people that are coming into your life. And that's why when you see this person who's from your past, it's like it just clicks, and you immediately intuitively know that this person has your best interests at heart, and that they would never do any of this stuff to you. Like they would never put you through that. They're not an addictive type of person. They're very empowered, and they're willing to give. If anything, like they are the one who's been in these cycles as well. So they know exactly how you feel, and they're never going to take. You know what I mean? If anything, they're a giver. So this person is going to bring or rekindle a lot of passion within you, because now you're seeing the energy that you really needed the whole time. It just feels much more mutually beneficial than anything maybe you went through in the past, especially with all these energies. It's like people were taking from you instead of giving to you. And you may even resonate with group number 2, because that was also a message that was coming up there. So if that resonates, go check that one out too. So that is what I see for you, group number 3. It looks like this new thing is going to be a person or a new relationship or somebody just to fill your heart back up. Friendship or romantic, either way, it's going to produce that refill or rekindling of your heart. And I'm so happy for you to see that, because you kind of were taken advantage of here, group 3, from what I'm seeing. You were taken advantage of because out of the kindness of your heart. It was also your own disempowering choices to do that though, right? So that's the shadow attributes to be aware of. And I think you've gained awareness of that, and you're ending this cycle and you're stepping back into much more reciprocal, rejuvenating, loyal, loving relationships. So I'm so happy to see that for you. I hope that this resonated. If it did, thank you so much for liking the video. It really lights me up and brings me a lot of joy every time I see those likes. It's like, oh yay, they like what I'm doing, because I like it. So I hope you do too. And if you vibe with my energy and you want to stick around, we have tons more really cool readings coming. Like, you guys don't even know. I have so many ideas and inspiration from Spirit coming in, and it's going to be something like you've never seen before. So really super fun. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I am a professional psychic medium, spiritual counselor, energy healer, spiritual mentor, master manifestor coach. So you can find all of my services and availability through the link to my website, which is in the description box below. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next reading.